What's good everyone, it's your boy yadiiiigg, 4 eyes, 2 G's here, and today we're here to talk about Quando Rondo. Now, as I'm sure a lot of you guys are aware, or possibly not because the album did flop, Rondo did just drop a brand new project called Diary of a Lost Child. The only problem is, this project has come out, done 2 left turns and a belly flop, and Rondo walks out of this with one of the biggest flops of the year so far. I want to break it down, let's go.
Me and my boys, we some cat rock these shits, we sitting on top, yo, but we're here, she keep pouring up, little bit out here, sipping that lean, won't stop, can see in my face, I hope I'm done that charge, count my money, won't stop, they telling me I should go away, for real, that ace in the bag, yo, that ain't went past my leg, yo, that playing that life, he keep going back, he don't fuck around and relapse, please remember my past.
Now, as I'm sure a lot of you guys are aware, especially if you're on this channel, one of the biggest flops we've seen this year so far has been Smokepurpp with Florida Jit, who sold 5,000 first week, which I compared to him going triple bubblegum rapper. But in this case, I think we have to bring something different for Rondo because he's come out and sold 3.5k, which is less than Smokepurpp somehow. And I was thinking, how do I commemorate this? What really does this justice? What is even lower than a bubblegum rapper? Well, I was thinking Atlantic should probably recall this project and instead re-release it on a motherfucking floppy disk because this shit flopped huge. Now, to be fair, I do want to say off the bat, this project did release on the 26th of August, which was the middle of the week, so it didn't get the full week of sales, which is important to say. But if it only sold 3.5k in the days it was out, that means it was basically going to flop even if it had the full week of sales. Plus, often labels will do this with certain projects and certain artists they know are gonna flop. They'll just put them out in the middle of the week to make it low key, so when they inevitably do flop, they can just say, oh, they didn't have the full week of sales, but really, even if they did have the full week of sales, it would have flopped anyway. Now, let's really break down these numbers and get onto it. So as you can see right here, these are his most recent projects. Now I want to focus on his 2 most recent projects before this, From the Neighborhood to the Stage, which was released in May 2019 and peaked at number 29 on the Billboard Hot 100, which as you can see right here, actually sold 17,000 first week, which is honestly pretty good, especially for who he was at that stage in his career. Then on top of this, we get to Q-Pack, which was released at the top of this year, which charted at number 22 and actually outsold the project before, doing 20k first week. But I don't know what the disconnect for this project is, but it completely flopped. It didn't even chart on the Billboard Top 200 at all, and as I said, did 3.5k in the days it was released, which you could probably equate to like something like 6 or 7k over the span of a week. But even so, from going 7k, which is probably the best case scenario over the span of a week, compare that to what he did earlier on in the year with 20k and then 17k last year, it just pales in comparison. So there must have been a huge disconnect, and the reason why I say we know for sure this project would have been a flop regardless if he had the first week or not, let's just have a look at these YouTube numbers right here. Across 2018 and 2019, as you can see, he was getting multiple millions of views, 72 million with I Remember, 24 million with ABG, 59 and 60 with Scarred Your Love and Imperfect Flower. These are really big numbers. But then fast forward to 2020 and the most viewed video he's had all of this year is 2.4 million with Bad Vibe, plus every single one of the 3 videos he's dropped in August alone are sitting at under 1 million plays with 260, 550 and 970k plays. Plus on top of this, we get to his Spotify most played, which you can see on the screen right here, and there's 2 songs from his most recent album on there. And what's super interesting to note is that one of them is at number 7 with only 353,000 plays. So you can imagine how little all of the other songs are being streamed if this only has 350k streams and it's at number 7. And I've actually done a bit of the digging myself, and 9 out of the 16 songs on Spotify have less than 100k streams at the time of recording this video. Yes, 9 of the songs have under 100k streams on Spotify. That just kind of puts into perspective how little people are checking out his music right now. So yeah, whether you look at the Billboard, his album sales, his YouTube numbers, his Spotify stats, it's all looking pretty grim for Rondo right now, and it's pretty clear whatever wave or whatever buzz or whatever audience he had 6 months, a year or 2 years ago just aren't with him right now, and he's kind of lost them in translation. And I wonder what that means for his label situation right now. As far as I'm aware, he's actually signed to Atlantic, and as I've said in multiple other videos, if you know your history on Atlantic, they're not scared to shove artists, they're not scared to stop them from dropping, and they're not scared from basically holding them hostage, which I hope doesn't happen to Rondo in this case, because to be honest, I'm actually a fan of some of his music and I do think he has talent, but unfortunately things just aren't looking good for him right now. And in the comments guys, let me know who flopped harder, Smokepurpp with Florida Jit or Quando Rondo with this album right here. Let me know. I want to know what you guys think is the biggest flop of the year so far. Also, before we finish this video, I want to give a couple quick shout outs from the Instagram. Big shout outs to Opium Jack and also Alejandro559 for following me over on my IG. Much appreciated, YouTube. If you guys don't follow your boy, man, at yadiiiigg, make sure to go support your boy, go drop me a follow. You guys know what to do. Also, you can see my merch pieces available on my big cartel on screen right now. If you guys are interested in copying one, link will be in the description. And as always, thanks a lot for watching. If you haven't, like, subscribe, turn on notifications, all that good YouTube stuff, and there are more videos of mine on screen right now. Make sure to check them out if you haven't.